Check, check, check. Hi everybody, welcome inside Charles Moore Arena in Orleans, Massachusetts for this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week, live on Twitch via Twitter. It is Nauset versus Mashpee Monomoy. My name is Jim McCabe on the play-by-play for this one. This is the second half of a doubleheader. You perhaps saw earlier, it was Sandwich beating Nantucket 5-3. And now we switch to Mashpee Monomoy at Nauset as we are in our final week of the 2021 regular season. All these teams are gearing up for a postseason run that does not include the MIAA tournament. That is off this year. So it's going to be all the teams that make it in the two divisions of the Cape and Islands Conference. And of course, this is an Atlantic Division versus a Lighthouse Division matchup here. And these two teams facing off against one another for the second time in about a week. I believe we're about ready for the playing of the national anthem, so we'll pause here while that takes place. Okay, doke, let's do it. Let's give you the lineups. Nauset, 2-6-1 record versus Mashpee Monomoy, 0-9. And Nauset's lineup looks like this. Up front, it's Dan Deering, Cam Viprino, and Cam Taylor. Cooper McIntyre, Logan Valine, and Jack Burns. Aaron Howard, Luke Machinsky, and Jonathan Ness. Ben Rose, Julian Krivos, and Aiden Anderson. And the defense is Ethan Keeney and Noah Clark, Pete Murphy and Sam Weiner, and Michael Noss. And there's an extra skater. It's Cam Connery. The starting goaltender for Nauset is Kevin Wright, the sophomore, with a goals against of 4.5. And this is his third start. What about Mashpee Monomoy? It's the forward lines of Lucas Tambolio, Owen McGovern, and Charlie Southworth. Ryan Lima, Sean Davik, and Jack Stone. And Alex Matten, Casey Hughes, and Chris Matten, along with the fourth line of Keith Watkins and Kyle Richmond. And the defense, Alex Tosi, Max Aboud, Mara Kristofalski, Jack Bitnitsky, Mitch Silva, and Jonah Rivers. And the starting goaltender for Mashpee Monomoy is Dom Sukalis. We have him as of a few games ago with a 5+ goals against, but don't let that information fool you. Dom Sukalis has been very good in net for Mashpee Monomoy. You see perhaps here that a shift has been made, and I'd like to stay here permanently if anybody in Charles Moore Arena ownership front office is listening, right here at the red line. And not sure why I didn't do that when I first moved over here. Probably I just was being over considerate, or maybe under considerate, I don't know. But nothing, and I mean nothing, beats a point of view for a hockey game, like right at the red line. Nauset with the home jerseys. Those are the yellow waists and the dark blue / black shoulders. This is a shot that won't go for this Mashpee Monomoy shooter that just was a moment ago, Julian Krivos. No, sorry, that's Lucas Tambolio I meant. And we played about the first 100 seconds of this game. Nauset's goal is to our left. Mashpee Monomoy with those blue jerseys and the white shoulders, they defend the goal to our right in this first period. And the goaltender Sukalis will get this one, and no problem for him. And we will have a face-off in the Mashpee Monomoy zone. 13:06 remaining. We're still early here in the first. There are lots of games to tell you about today that are either going to be final by the time this game is over, or have already gone final. Would have loved to have done it on the Nantucket broadcast, but I might as well do it now and say congratulations to the Nantucket girls varsity team. Still a program in its infancy, just got its first win today against Martha's Vineyard, 5-4. Jonah Rivers, deep for Mashpee Monomoy, getting some help from Chris Matten. It's a loose puck, it's guided along. Mashpee Monomoy trying for the setup and offensive ice, and they didn't get it. And so Alex Tosi goes back for this in his own zone, wheeling out to neutral for the Monarchs. Alex Tosi will continue. He'll wind, he'll fire, and that's a deflection out of play on that shot attempt. Of course, the big one is Barnstable against Falmouth. That was a puck drop of 5 p.m., so in theory that game is over now, but there may not be a tweet yet for it. Have to take a look. Probably there is. And as we're back to action here, we're watching to our left, as Nauset has gotten it out of the zone, and now this player believes he can start further, but he had a couple of Mashpee players to contend with. Was Cam Taylor. Nauset's in the offensive zone. A puck goes across from Dan Deering. It's out to the point. Shot from Ethan Keeney was blocked, and Keeney goes back to neutral to stop that Mashpee Monomoy rush that was in response. Some changes being made here for Nauset. It's controlled by Owen McGovern in the zone for Mashpee Monomoy. I'm going to probably jinx him by saying this, but Owen told me he's going to try and stay out of the penalty box. The jinx just almost happened right there. He assured me tonight And I asked in response, have I unfairly wronged him in the past? He said he assured me no, but I'm worried about some players thinking I singled them out. Over the years, it's possible I've done it inadvertently. Tsoukalos is going to glove this down. There was some craziness in his zone before he finally clamped down on this one. Still scoreless here at Charles Moore Arena on a cold, misty February evening. Rush for this one. It's Lucas Tambolio. He's got the backhander on as he approaches the net, and the Nauset defense finally caught up to him and neutralized the threat. But Mashpee Monomoy keeps us alive in the offensive zone. We got a percussion section over on the player benches tonight. Monarchs keeping this in, just hammered wide of the net by Alex Tosi. And this noise is coming from the Mashpee bench. They're really trying to stay active, all those players on the bench, stay engaged in the game. Mashpee Monomoy is now changing bench participants versus who's out on the ice. Nauset had time in its own zone to get this eventually out. No, it's collected by Chris Matten in his own zone for Mashpee. He can't clear. Host of players come for this one. Trying to run along with it was Chris Matten, unsuccessful. And now Nauset's going to circle back towards their zone. And from shallow in it, puck ahead, we got a penalty coming up. And this is going to be on Mashpee Monomoy. A slashing call is assessed here against Alex Matten. So, first power play of the game. And the face-off taker here for Nauset's going to be Cam Viprino. And Viprino wins it to Dan Deering. The other power forward on the power play is Cam Taylor. Couple point men passes here. And Tsoukalos makes a save on the right point man's shot. That was Merrick, beg your pardon, Noah Clark. Clark giving to Cam Taylor. The other point man is Sam Weiner. It's Clark dragging and gets the interchange. It's Taylor now, and he'll go out to the point, and he'll actually switch points with Weiner and give it to Dan Deering on the far side. Dash out of there by Owen McGovern. Instead, actually, what is Owen McGovern doing? He's just shown himself to be killing off a penalty effectively. He's out there. Cam Taylor fans on a shot, not allowed to be taken by Chris Matten, and he's going to get the clear, and this power play is officially halfway over. We're down to 9 minutes now in the first period. Power play on for another 50 seconds for Nauset. The run out to neutral by Ethan Keeney. He's gotten to offensive ice now. Ethan Keeney had some support, but the shot didn't make it. He had Logan Valine right with him. The block, though, from Marek Kristofalski. And Austin's going to keep it in. One-timer, and there's a deflection to save Tsoukalos. That shot from Keeney, and then it looked like the deflection from Logan Valine. I think so. It was a pretty audible deflection there, and the good timing play from Valine, who was a little bit tied up in the slot before he was able to put that stick down in time. And look at Luke Machinsky. He just dove right into that centerman face-off position for Nauset, and he wins it. Enthusiasm and vigor. Tsoukalos makes the save on the shot from Pete Murphy. Power play for another 15 seconds for Nauset. It's Weiner at the left point. Sam Weiner passes and into a dangerous one-on-one area, but it was cleared right to the Nauset player who attempted to shoot that on was Pete Murphy. And Nauset unable to get one more shot on goal before the power play concluded. Jonathan Ness makes the move. Ness the shot, and that's blocked by Marek Kristofalski and wide. And now battle for it below the goal line. Coming to the near side, and the puck moved back along behind the net, and further on, attempt to clear by Mashpee Monomoy was unsuccessful. Nauset's shot here is saved by Mashpee Monomoy goaltender Dominic Tsoukalis. 7 minutes, 41 seconds remaining in the first period, and still no score. Less than 7.5 minutes to play in the first. Mashpee Monomoy briefly had it in the Nauset zone, but now it's Nauset repossessing. Pass too far for Cam Taylor. Charlie Southworth gets involved with him. And off the side of the net from Taylor. The player tries to center from behind for Nauset in a crowd before it's eventually picked up by this Mashpee Monomoy skater. It's Charlie Southworth striding well, support, and shot. Missing just a little bit from Sean Davik. And a loose puck is collected, shallow in his own zone before stepping back out to neutral. Moving along is Chris Madden, but taken back Nauset. It'll get to this. It'll be Logan Valine. Drop shot, Tsoukalis. A save on Cooper McIntyre. And good energy to this one. Tsoukalis has certainly been the busier of the goaltenders. This is an offside play. 6:18 to go in the first. This game is being brought to you by Cape Cod Refrigeration, Heat, and AC, specializing in Mitsubishi ductless systems, family owned and operated since 1996, serving Provincetown, Truro, Wellfleet, Eastham, and Orleans. Call them at 508-349-5821 or visit CapeCodRefrigeration.com. And this is another offside, so let me also tell you, our sponsorship includes Siemens Bank, Cape Cod's first community bank since 1851. Siemens Bank has continued its commitment to the community. 5 branches from Eastham to Provincetown. Siemens Bank is highly regarded for its community involvement and support with local schools, businesses, and nonprofit organizations through its charitable foundation. And Siemens wishing the Nauset Warriors a great season. Into the offensive zone goes Mashpee Monomoy. Shot from the wing was a save for Kevin Wright from Jack Stone. And the run along the far side by this Nauset winger Valine. Logan Valine holding on the near half wall. Looks like maybe you could have called a penalty there on Alex Matten for Mashpee Monomoy on the contact. We play on. And this rolling tire down into the Nauset zone. First one on it will be Luke Machinsky. And Machinsky has a stick tie-up going on with Alex Matten. But there's another player to get to this for Nauset. That's Pete Murphy. And got in the head. And this man stumbling forward will continue is Aaron Howard. Puck played out in front of the Mashpee Monomoy net. And Jonah Rivers, with that great head of hair, will clear it for Mashpee Monomoy. I think Jonah Rivers has got to have the best flow of any hockey player I've seen. 2-on-1 Nauset. And pass back further. And back and forth here, and neither team can get control of it. In the Mashpee Monomoy zone, it'll be shot wide of the net by Jonathan Ness for Nauset. Now this will be a race for the puck as it goes back into the Nauset zone. And Dan Deering got back in time. However, Mashpee Monomoy not done here. A shot is taken. Charlie Southworth was blocked. And still scoreless with 4.5 minutes now to play in the first period. Gunned in from neutral by Alex Tosi, and that's a save for Kevin Wright. Now Nauset will get it out to neutral. Tie up in front of the Nauset bench. Head coach Drew Locke for Nauset pointing and serving as a general for the team with the action happening right in front of him just a moment ago. Now the puck's in the Nauset zone, and it's Cam Taylor controlling. He'll get a shot on goal. The save was made by Domasukulis, and back and forth we go now. It's a lead pass attempted for Charlie Southworth that didn't quite go. The good effort, though, to get it to him from Sean Davik. There was a big hit in the near side corner, and there is just a tiny blind spot in the near corner of the Nauset zone for me. Shot is blocked. That shot from Sean Davik, I think it was Jack Burns who blocked it for Nauset. Less than 3.5 minutes to play in the first. Great energy to this one. 2-on-2, zone entry, Mashpee Monomoy shot taken by Davik was blocked again. And now here goes Nauset into offensive ice. Good work being done here, principally by Logan Boleen, whose shot eventually goes off the glass. A little choreography there between him and Cooper McIntyre. And now Mashpee Monomoy goes back the other way. A lot of skating in this first period, as not a whole lot of extended zone time either way. Now it's McIntyre for Nauset, trying to get out on a 1-on-2. Puck betrayed him a little bit, and perhaps further after it made contact with the official skate. 2.5 minutes to play in the first. Pass quickly, shot wide from Pete Murphy. Oh, and a little bit of a screen there. Ben Rose utilized to his advantage on the right wing. Shot, and the save was made by Zukulis. And Jack Stone for Mashpee Monomoy will use the available air to clear, and that will be about a centimeter wide of the net for icing, as we're down to 2 minutes and 5 seconds in the first period. This game's also being brought to you by Agway of Cape Cod, locally owned, family operated, serving the Cape for over 25 years with lawn, garden, wild bird, and pet supplies. Visit the 3 Agway locations in Orleans, Dennis, and Chatham, and online at agwaycapecod.com. Face off in the Mashpee Monomoy zone. Nauset able to get back in after it was briefly in neutral, and Cam Taylor with the shot and the simple glove save for Sukulis. Barnstable beat Falmouth 2-0 tonight. Barnstable gets revenge in Falmouth. Falmouth beat Barnstable in Hyannis earlier this season. And of course, they get further revenge on them for the tournament loss last season. Big hit applied. Feeling the thunder, Sean Davik from Cam Viprino. And this will be Davik in neutral, neutralizing a potential threat from Nauset trying to rush out. Jonah Rivers for Mashpee Monomoy at his own blue line fires a pass over to Alex Tosi, and it's further off the stick of the Mashpee forward, Charlie Southworth. Monarchs will move the puck along here in the offensive zone. Rivers the pass to Owen McGovern, and right out in front. Would have been a great connection if it was a Monarch player, but it wasn't. And Nauset off the turnover will jam it off the far side boards out to neutral, and the good effort to go down in front of the Nauset bench from Alex Tosi to prevent that going further in a bad way for Mashpee Monomoy. Under a minute to play in the first period now. Hop around attempt by Logan Valine, a little bit of contact, still got a pretty decent job done here, and it was a mess in front of the Mashpee Monomoy net. No shot. Now one does come in from the point, and Sukulis makes a save on the knockdown and shot on a follow-up in front. I think that all made sense. That was a little helter-skelter there. Max Abood for Mashpee Monomoy got it over to Charlie Southworth on the far side, tries to golf it out, and saying is Pete Murphy, but that shot from Murphy wouldn't go on net. And now under 10 seconds to play, fall down from the skater Luke Paczynski. And I thought that was all going to work out there, as he looked like he was the one trying to go in. It would have been offside. Sam Weiner then carried it in. And as I guffawed, I missed the exact chain of events after that, but it looked like it was an offside Now 3.7 seconds left. This will be our last face-off of the first period. And we'll skate to the first period intermission in a scoreless game between Nauset, Mashpee, Monomoy. I want to thank my sponsor, Carpet Bar and Carpet One Floor and Home, for sponsoring all Cape Cod high school hockey games this season. The one store for your perfect floor with 2 convenient locations in Falmouth and Hyannis. Your source for carpet, luxury vinyl, hardwood, tile, laminate, and more. Visit Carpet Bar and Carpet One, Falmouth.com for more details, or call 508-296-8189. We'll take a break, and we'll be back here at Charles Moore Arena in Orleans with the second period. This Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Back in a little bit. Welcome back, everybody, to the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week, live on Twitch via Twitter. It is a 0-0 game between Mashpee, Monomoy, and Nauset here at the home of Nauset Charles Moore Arena in Orleans. Teams switch sides. Mashpee net to our left and Nauset net to our right. And we're underway here in the second period on what's been a busy day this Monday, right? Boy, I can't. It's been that kind of season. Yeah, it's Monday. Here comes a hammer. Oh, and I don't know what happened there. Ethan Keeney's shot, thought he got all that, but it looked like it was a knuckler in front. Anyway, it stayed out, and we're 30 seconds through the first minute of the second period. Yeah, there we go. Shot. That was a save for Suklas. It just came in from Noah Clark at the point. Looks like a Nauset power play. It's not. This is cleared down. And the Nauset goaltender came out. Really looks like a power play now because I thought that was going to go down for icing. Unless there was another reason. Wanted to keep play alive perhaps, as Nauset has a good run going here to start the second period. However, Mashpee Monomoy is getting around to reversing the flow here. Now Nauset gets it back. And it's going to be a line pass. Ethan Keeney's shot save made Dom Suklas. Nauset player trying to dance out in front was Cooper McIntyre. It'll be banged off the near side boards by Ethan Keeney. And nothing further from Nauset there. Finally, Mashpee Monomoy relieves the pressure. Max Abood had to get rid of it in a hurry. He did. And so it's out to neutral from shallow in the Mashpee zone. Nauset controlling here. It'll be dumped in by Jonathan Ness. Played further into the Mashpee zone. Out in front. Getting to this is Jonathan Ness after he got a terrific pass from the teammate Machinsky and had a player go down. I thought a penalty was coming up, but no. With the late offside situation, and also trying to get back into the offensive zone. They hold it in neutral, and now a pass puck will be rocketed down the other way, right on goal from, I believe that was Abood, and was the goaltender right keeping it in front of him for Nauset. Now, here's Ness. Number 4, Jonathan Ness will spin it just wide of the Mashpee net. And now this is Alex Tosi for Mashpee Monomoy motoring along through several Nauset players. Swing at the puck from Julian Krivos, and Nauset gets back to possession here, but now two Mashpee Monomoy players pinned up their man on the end boards. Mashpee Monomoy trying to turn that into more positive energy, but now it's Nauset back the other way. And it's Jonathan Ness, shot on from the wing, and the save was made by Dominic Suklas. And that gets us down to 11 minutes and 50 seconds in the second period. I think I said earlier, the winger Logan Valine. Gotta be careful about that. Valine's the center. Face-off win for Nauset. Just correcting myself on the air, no worries. I do it all the time. Rolling tire down into the Nauset zone. Sam Weiner back for this. Losing it, and Chris Matten picking up on the turnover. It's a setup in front, and Jack Stone couldn't get it past Kevin Wright. Good worked puck there for Mashpee Monomoy. Now, as he was going backwards, they're blasting it from the line. Noah Clark, and that begging from Marek Kristofalski, and that stayed out. Kristofalski, shallow in his own zone. Turnover here, but it's okay because the Nauset player was still in the zone. And it was passed across the line and brought back in an offside manner. Mashpee Monomoy is coming off a 5-1 loss to Martha's Vineyard a couple days ago. Before that, it was a 5-2 loss on senior night to John Paul II. It's going to likely be a play-in game They're going to have 4 teams, according to head coach Chris Peterson from Mashpee Monomoy, in the Lighthouse division out of the 5 that are in there. And so 4 versus 5 will be likely a play-in game, and that appears to be Mashpee Monomoy against John Paul II at this point. Nantucket beat them 3-1 on February 10th, and the game before that was a 4-1 win for Nauset over Mashpee Monomoy February 6th, the last time these 2 teams played. Played out in front and shot just over the net by Logan Valine. Nauset buzzing. Jonah Rivers played it along for Mashpee Monomoy. This doesn't leave the zone. Punched back deep by Noah Clark. And Rivers will spin it. Got hit. Moved back in his direction. And got it along by Clark for Nauset. It'll go into the corner where Rivers is there. And this movement from Rivers and then further from Keith Watkins to get it out for Mashpee Monomoy. And all the way down, Monarchs are going to get new players out on the ice. This will be a clear out by Ethan Keeney. And this is Jonathan Ness, who's been active in this second period. Ness couldn't get past the Mashpee Monomoy back line and just put one harmlessly off the end boards. Now going back for this is Michael Ness. Ness through the legs of the teenage Julian Krivos. Banged off the near side boards, and Nauset will get to this further. And Aaron Howard with the dump in. And pinned up against the side of the Mashpee Monomoy net. The stoppage here is we're down to 9 minutes and 28 seconds in the second period, and we're still looking for our first goal. Nauset lost to Barnstable on Friday, 6-1. And Falmouth beat them here at Charles Moore Arena on February 10th, 5-0. And their last game before that was that win against Mashpee Monomoy on the 6th. Shot score right off the face-off. Cam Viprino with the goal. 1-0 Nauset. Great tie-up off the face-off. It was Viprino who took the face-off, and he gets to that puck and shoots it home. 9:21 remaining in the second period. You don't see that too often. You see the face-off taker, the one that get the chance like that. It's usually somebody else.
Scored by number 9, Cam Viprino. Assisted by number 22, Cam Taylor.
Look at an assist to Cam Taylor on the goal. Big tie-up. I don't know how I looked at it just the one time on the replay there. Credit to the officiating if they were able to see somehow that nudge in the scrum in the face-off area. Going down. Elevator time for Pete Murphy on Sean Davik. And the other way, a cover up by the goaltender right. Pressing the B for basement button on that elevator. Did that Nauset player just a moment ago, Pete Murphy. On this face-off in the Nauset zone, Warriors control. And still further here. Waiting is Ethan Keeney, and then he gets it out to neutral. You know, Nauset's going to have to go back for this. Big hit on the near half boards in the Nauset zone. This might be a penalty on Chris Matton on the hit against Aaron Howard. Or a whistle for another reason, let's see. And yeah, that's a penalty being called here. Or it is not. I thought the signal was Penalty? All right. Yep, I was right all along. Chris Matten is going to the box. Sometimes these things just take time. Second power play for Nauset. 0 for 1. Passed out. Shot. Kisses the post from Sam Weiner. Turnover. Oh, man, couldn't get in front for a backhand shot or anything for Nauset. Now Dan Deering will run into a populated area. Further puck movement. Man controlling on the near side boards is Cam Taylor. Taylor, the pass to Sam Weiner, and it's back for Taylor. Taylor now, Dan Deering trying to backhand in tight and missing. Like the idea, though. Now Taylor passing to Noah Clark. Twisting it back for Taylor. Now it's out for Weiner. Shot then in the breadbasket of Dom Suklis. 57 seconds remaining in this power play. 7:06 to go in the second period. This game is being brought to you by Cape Cod Refrigeration, Heat and AC. If you need service for your commercial refrigeration or need to install or upgrade your residential or commercial air conditioning system, call them today at 508-349-5821 or visit CapeCodRefrigeration.com. Nauset with the face-off win in the offensive zone. Pass to Pete Murphy at the right point and back along the far side boards. Some catch being played here. Snapper, Murphy dribbling in front, and a puck that goes to the crease for the dive down. And the cover up by Dom Suklis. 35 seconds remaining now on the power play. Ethan Keeney will go down for this for Nauset. Into his own zone. And here's the breakout from Nauset. They don't waste any time out to neutral. Cam Taylor crosses. Got Dan Deering right with him. Holds on to it, skates by his teammate. He'll pass to Ethan Keeney on the near side. He'll dish it to the left point now for Taylor. Back for Keeney. Keeney close into the circle. He passed back to Taylor. Taylor won't shoot. Instead, he'll give to Pete Murphy. Taylor has to shoot here. There was the angle for him to get it on net. He did so. Suklis makes the save and holds. We're now done with the power play. Nauset's 0 for 2, and we're down to 6 minutes and 5 seconds in the second period. Game was also sponsored by Siemens Bank, Cape Cod's first community bank. Siemens partners with great organizations like the Cape Cod Children's Place to support local families to make a better life here on the Cape. Please visit the website siemensbank.com to learn what Siemens may be able to do for you and your family. They say, let's go Warriors. Under 6 minutes to play in the second period. 1-0 Nauset leads on the goal from Cam Viprino. Drive from the right side, out of play, and the shot from Noah Clark. And we're down to 5:46 in the second period. And let me also tell you, sponsorship includes Agway of Cape Cod, your local source for the pet food and supplies you need to keep your four-legged family members happy and healthy. Visit Agway in Orleans, Dennis, and Chatham, and online at agwaycapecod.com. Another face-off in the Mashpee Monomoy zone. Remember, we're back to even strength. In addition to the 2 power plays, Nauset started off this period with a power play-like zone time/moment. And down the ice. Zone moment. That's not something you ever hear anybody say in a hockey game. Most of the, I'd say at least the majority percentage-wise of the action in this game has taken place in the Mashpee Monomoy zone. Dominic Suklis has been busy once again. 5:10 to go in the second period. Jim McCabe here with you on Twitch via Twitter. This Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Monday night, Nauset versus Mashpee Monomoy. Game 2 of a doubleheader. Sandwich beat Nantucket earlier today. This is a puck out in front of the Mashpee Monomoy net, and it's delivered on goal. Save is made. Dom Suklis keeps us a 1-goal game. .452 remaining in the second period. Here's Lucas Tambolio for Mashpee Monomoy. That's a shot right on. There is some action for Kevin Wright, and he swallows that puck up and holds. And that perhaps also allows me to tell you about Agway of Cape Cod. Their greenhouses are now open year-round, stocked with beautiful and easy-to-care-for houseplants, as well as great unique gifts. Visit Agway in Orleans, Dennis, and Chatham, and online at agwaycapecod.com. Mashpee Monomoy doing work here, trying to get this game equalized, trying to find this puck in the offensive zone they control here now. And sent deep from the line by Owen McGovern. High sticking whistle here. Not for a penalty here. It was touched with a high stick, so stops things. And I think this was from Nauset because we're facing off in the Nauset zone. Second goal of the season for the junior Cam Viprino for Nauset. The only goal that's been scored in this one. Here's Charlie Southworth trying to change that for Mashpee Monomoy. We're back. We're down to 2:16 in the second period. It's still 1-0. Mashpee Monomoy trailing Nauset. Mashpee Monomoy's on the power play here, and they win the face-off. We're down to 35 seconds at the puck drop on the power play. First of the game for the Monarchs, trying to get the game tied at 1. Here's Owen McGovern's shot, and that goes off the back of the rink. And this is Dan Deering running the other way for Nauset, slowed down on the boards. And Nauset's going to be able to rack some time further off. And in fact, it's down to 10 seconds here. Oh, but it's a turnover to Mashpee Monomoy. Charlie Southworth giving it. Owen McGovern stationary on the boards. Try to launch a pass over. Nauset players in the way. They tried to clear. Mashpee Monomoy gets it back. It's going to be a backdoor pass attempt that didn't go from Sean Davick to Charlie Southworth. Tipped by a Nauset stick and out of play. And that brings us back to even strength. Now the whistle has stopped the clock at 1:34. And this face-off will be taken in the Nauset zone. And here goes Nauset out the neutral, off the face-off. Logged on the far side by Cooper McIntyre. Closing in, shooting it, and just missing. And the carom will result in the puck going all the way to Sam Weiner into his own zone. Now, working with Pete Murphy. Murphy's got it, dragging it along, and now a little burst of speed to get further. An offer to head for McIntyre. McIntyre's shot A block for Mitch Silva, and I'm sure that probably stung him. Puck that's in front on the initial shot from McIntyre. Scramble in front, and just wide. Looked like from Cam Viprino, under a minute to play in the second. And this is a track meet now, apparently. And it's going to be Alex Madden getting a shot on, save made, Kevin Wright. The Mattens both on that rush. Alex Madden held on and got a shot off. Kevin Wright makes a save. He hasn't been the busiest goaltender in this game, but Kevin Wright has made the timely saves. 43 seconds left in the second period. Rung around the boards by Ethan Keeney. Big hit. Applied by Ryan Lima on Cam Taylor. Nauset's going to get it out. 20 seconds left in the period. Brought back in by Mashpee Monomoy. Lucas Tambolio, good work. Outnumbered eventually. Gotten out neutral. Jonah Rivers had a man close in on him, Taylor, and Rivers getting it in his own zone. Now 5 seconds left in the period, and Mashpee Monomoy is going to here eat it. And they're going to try and do that here with a host of players going into the corner. I mean, the message was to eat it, but there were multiple Nauset players, so that's not the message we're going to go by. We're going to try and get it off you. And some real big contact in the far corner in the Mashpee Monomoy zone. Physical end to the second period. These teams will skate off as we will have the second period intermission. It's a 1-0 game in favor of Nauset, this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Leading Mashpee Monomoy by that score. The goal for Cam Viprino. Before we take the break for the second period intermission, please also allow me to tell you about our sponsorship for this game, including Carpet Barn, Carpet One, Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor, with 2 convenient locations in Falmouth and Hyannis. Exclusive carpet brands including Bigelow Stainmaster, Lee's, Tigressa, Resista, Innovia Extreme Clean, Invincible, Rustic River, Hydrotech, Belterra Tile, Laminate for Life, and Voyager Exotic Floors. Visit Carpet Barn, carpet1falmouth.com, or call 508-296-8189. Now the break will be taken, and we'll have the third period for you here. We'll see how this one concludes in Orleans. Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Don't go anywhere. everybody, welcome back to Charles Moore Arena in Orleans. This Cape Cod High School hockey game of the week. We're in the third period. It's Nauset over Mashpee Monomoy, 1-0. Second period goal scored by Cam Viprino. Took a face-off and a big tie-up eventually. Viprino was able to step out into the slot and rip it home. Gave an assist on the goal to Cam Taylor. I don't know if that's right though. It looked like the only player that actually touched it besides Viprino might have been the winger Dan Deering. Big tie-up. You might want to take another look at that. That's the difference here. And trying to make it 2-0, no. Glove comes out in fancy fashion from Dom Suklis on the downtown rip from Ethan Keeney. Shot off the post from Keeney's. Sorry, the microphone wasn't on. Another one of those games. We have a power play coming up here to Nauset. A penalty has been called against Ryan Lima. Nauset on the power play for the third time in this game. Cam Taylor passing it out. And further action here from Nauset. Save was made on a shot in tight. Wraparound try, Deering wouldn't go. Now, this attempt by Mashpee Monomoy to clear is unsuccessful. Shot, a hard one. Save is made, Noah Clark's offering. Now, this player for Mashpee is going to move on. Chris Matton. Shot, he scores! Chris Matton has tied the game for Mashpee Monomoy. It's 1-1. It's a shorthanded goal for Matton. Nauset still has 37 seconds remaining on the power play. This goal comes at 2:05 of the third. Chris Matton has consistently been one of the better forwards for Mashpee Monomoy this season. Dangerous shot just on display there. This is going to be Weiner at the right point. He'll shoot. Almost a deflection there from Jack Burns. He was at the side of the net in good position. Battling for it on the end boards. Now remember, the pandemic era rule about scrums probably should have blown that play dead, but it stays alive. Suklis makes a save, and it's right in front of him. Jammed wide. Well, that trouble all started from Pete Murphy's offering from the point. Laying down the stick, possible Michigan move contemplation from Cooper McIntyre. Didn't happen. And down into the Nauset zone, Kevin Wright gets a pass. A player in an opposite jersey, and this works for Mashpee Monomoy to move on further the other way. It's Luke Machinsky. Shot won't make it on net. And Max Abu down to his knees, moved the puck further, and then cleared out of the zone by Sean Davik. And starting up is Noah Clark. Into offensive by Clark, the rip, pad save Tsoukalos, Messi in front. And jammed hard. Ryan Lima can start now for Mashpee Monomoy. Gets it ahead, got spun around, doesn't go deep for icing. Would have been if it had gone all the way. Players pursue. Grabbed by Lucas Tambolio. Floated along and back deep. And Nauset recontrolling, but there are Mashpee Monomoy players down there. Ethan Keeney spins away. And moved on further out to neutral by Nauset. And this is going to be Jonathan Haas getting a shot. Saved by Dom Tsoukalos. Big rebound, doesn't go out. And poetic there for Ryan Lima. He was the player who couldn't clear. Went for the shot by Nauset, and then he blocked it. And Nauset will try this again. Another block for Mashpee Monomoy. And they're not done here, the Warriors. Pete Murphy, shot, knocked down traffic. Once again, it is Messi in front. Tsoukalos went down. I don't know how many, if any, saves he had to make there. And the Monarchs can't clear once more. This is another shot that doesn't make it on net, but came close. Weiner's offering, out in front, then after that, score. Cam Taylor gives Nauset the lead back. 2-1. Almost 5 minutes played here in the third. And the big celebration from Taylor. Nauset back on top.
Nauset goal, scoring, 22, Dan Taylor.
See who they give the assist to. Dan Deering. And let me take another look at that one. Deering, in theory, should have the assist on perhaps both goals if they were to look back and determine he may have gotten a touch on that goal that was scored by Prino off the face-off. I have to see how he got involved in the second goal here. But wait, let's watch live action. Cooper McIntyre was streaking. Pull back a little bit, delivers one now from the far wing. And it was cradled and moved on further from Burns. And after that, Mashpee Monomoy was able to get it out to neutral. On the rush through center ice. Nauset taking it back, and a dump in from neutral from Logan Valine. Long skate to the bench for the change. Won't have to go so hard for the change now, as we do have this stoppage. Tsoukalos has got it in the glove. Nauset player dragging it right to the net. Jonah Rivers was on Luke Machinsky as best he could. Still, though, the puck was put on net and Tsoukalos had to close it down. Oh, sure. Great pass from Dan Deering from behind the net. Absolutely. Pass from Gretzky's office. Deering with a great job there to get it out in front. And here's Deering. And maybe they could have given a secondary assist on that goal. Deering shot on net. Saves made Tsoukalos. Down to almost 8.5 minutes in the third period. Charlie Southworth lifts it along. This is grabbed and held at the line and then out of the zone from Pete Murphy. Hey, you could perhaps give a secondary assist to Sam Weiner for what I think was a shot on goal there from the near side. And then Deering took it in the net area and passed from behind the net. Goal scored for Cam Taylor. Well, Nauset's going to move it out to neutral. And Alex Tosi will go back for this. 2-1 game, Nauset leads. Jim McCabe here with you on Twitch via Twitter. This Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Nauset scored the first goal. Mashpee Monomoy responded. And 1-1 tie just recently broken back in favor of the home team. Now you hear pressure, but there was no pressure for Nauset to be able to move the puck ahead. And a comical for everybody except the guy that it happened to. Luke Machinsky there fell. And that ended anything further for Nauset as far as offensive zone development. Machinsky having trouble staying on his feet, but this time it was to the good as he almost was able to move it ahead. Mashpee Monomoy with a little bit of forechecking pressure. We're under 7 minutes to play in the third, and they're going to get this puck back. As a result, shanked wide by Jack Stone on the feed from Chris Matten on the wing. Jammed along by Jonah Rivers at the near point. Shoving him was Luke Machinsky. We play on here. Mashpee Monomoy keeping the puck in the offensive zone, trying to get something going. Finally, though, this Nauset player is going to golf it down, and this will be an auto icing with exactly 6.5 to go in the third period. Sponsorship for this game includes Cape Cod Refrigeration, Heat, and AC. Their number is 508-349-5821. You can call them for a free quote for a new Mitsubishi ductless air conditioning and heat system. Certified elite diamond dealers for Mitsubishi, and they can take care of all of your needs. And also Siemens Bank, Cape Cod's first community bank, serving the Lower Cape communities from Provincetown to Brewster by providing loans for first-time home buyers or anyone starting a new business. They continue to be the quintessential community institution. Please like Siemens Bank on Facebook and Instagram, or go to their website to learn more. Ethan Keeney in his own zone. A little bit of time for Nauset. Got to his backline partner who played it out, and now Nauset will move through neutral, but pass is taken. Owen McGovern tried to step on. Keeney shouldered him, and that allows Taylor for Nauset to play it to the teammate who will get this out. To neutral was Julian Krivos. Mashpee Monomoy has it in their own zone, and they get it back out to neutral. Charlie Southworth moving along now on the wing. Southworth flips it, and it's a bouncer that goes past Krivos. He's eventually going to get this, but his attempt to clear was knocked down by Casey Hughes. And now Keeney on the near side for Nauset, and further the teammate Taylor gets this rolling tire down. This is another icing on Nauset. 5:20 to go in the third period. Game's also brought to you by Agway of Cape Cod, your local source for the pet food and supplies you need to keep your four-legged family members happy and healthy. Visit Agway in Orleans, Denison, Chatham, and online at agwaycapecod.com. 5 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the third period. Nauset trying to hold on once more against Mashpee Monomoy. These teams were engaged in an entertaining game at Tony Kent Arena, home of Mashpee Monomoy this season. In South Dennis, swept out in front. This could be a 3-1 lead for Nauset. Not to be. Suklas closes the door on Ben Rose. And now this will be icing on Mashpee Monomoy. Five minutes exactly remaining now in the third period. I think I have given you all the games that you need to know about that happened involving Cape Cod teams today. I think maybe I'm missing one that I've seen that I can tell you, and I will just in a moment here. But first I'm going to watch as a shot goes up high off the goaltender right from Ryan Lima. Staying out. Hard to see exactly where that got him, but again, it was somewhere up high. Tosi went back in his own zone to get it for Mashpee Monomoy, and Alex Tosi is able to move ahead. Some contact, and Tosi will let it go deep in the Nauset zone. Players come together for this, and big bang behind the net. Now jam time in the blue paint, and Kevin Wright will melt this down. Get us down to 4 minutes and 13 seconds in the third. On the girls' side, it was Barnstable and Falmouth also playing today, and it was a 2-2 tie. Again, Barnstable boys beat Falmouth 2-0. Hurl out by Nauset. Cam Taylor will get to this. Taylor had Mashpee Monomoy player make contact with it to loosen it. Taylor will get back to this in the corner. Tried to get it out in front, unsuccessful. Taylor will try again here to do something, and he puts one out, and it was slapped along by Ethan Keeney, a backhander just wide from Jack Burns. And further action here in the Mashpee Monomoy zone, down to 3.5 minutes in the third period. Another puck played towards the Mashpee Monomoy net and going further wide. Dan Deering with a check on Sean Davick. That's going to allow a man to come in. Bikini shoot it. It was blocked. The Nauset captain bringing the play well there, but Mashpee Monomoy, they're blocking a lot of shots in this game. Trying to lessen the burden a little bit on Dom Suklis, who's come up big a number of times. Oh, this is a big offensive zone check, and it's going to be a glove save for Suklis. Getting the job done there, Luke Machinsky to allow Jonathan Ness to take the shot. Another block, and that's swallowed up by Max Abood between the circles. That shot that came in from Sam Weiner looked like he got Abood in an awkward manner. And now Abood with a hit on his opponent, who may have been trying to sell that a little bit, Aaron Howard. Shot, and that one gets Abood up high again. That point offering from Noah Clark, that's 2 times Max Abood appears to have blocked a shot awkwardly on this shift. Now 2.5 minutes to play in the third. Let's buckle up. It's a 2-1 game. Oh, ill-advised pass. Chris Matten will clamp down on this. Matten couldn't dish out in front. Alex Matten does get this eventually to a man who's just crossed the line and getting into traffic. And Wright makes perhaps his biggest save of the game on Alex Matten. Big hit on Chris Matten applied by Noah Clark. Nauset getting this back. And they're going to get this out to neutral. Somebody broke a stick. There's a stick particle lying in the Mashpee Monomoy offensive zone. Drive to the net the other way, and Suklis says no to Logan Valine. 1:55 remaining in the third period. Allow me to tell you that this game's being also sponsored by Carpet Barn, Carpet One Floor and Home. The one store for your perfect floor, with 2 convenient locations in Falmouth and Hyannis. Exclusive warranty options up to life of the installation to cover any possible soils or stains. Carpet Barn Carpet One offers a healthier living flooring installation system, the first antimicrobial flooring installation system to keep allergens, dust, mildew, and mold away. We may have a timeout being called here, so visit Carpet Barn Carpet One Falmouth.com or call 508-296-8189. Getting down to the end of the regular season, what's coming up here? Let me take a look at the schedule, at least what I have written down. As we see this timeout called with 1:55 to go in the third period, a 2-1 lead for Nauset over Mashpee Monomoy. So today is Monday, February 15th. Believe it or not, we're halfway through February. Well, we got Dennis Yarmouth at Mashpee Monomoy on Wednesday. That's likely to be the one that I jump on. Falmouth is at Martha's Vineyard on Wednesday as well. And then Nauset's at Dennis Yarmouth on Thursday. I'll tell you for a fact that I'll have Martha's Vineyard against Nantucket on Saturday. Looking forward to that one on Nantucket. And we have one more game on the radar on Sunday. That's going to be the Vineyard at Mashpee Monomoy. And then next week, the 22nd through the 27th, at least that's what I have on my schedule, it's the Cape and Islands tourney. The two-pronged tourney, each division will have their own, and that'll be it. All right, we're down to about 100 seconds remaining in the third period. Nauset is in. Rip won't make it on net from Dan Deering. It was a block. How many block shots is Mashpee Monomoy up to at this point? You wonder. And also try and keep it pinned in the offensive zone. They were the team that took the timeout. Pass, left circle, settled down, can't get it on net. The hard one that came over. This man who has it again, it's Cam Viprino. And further activity here, loose puck on the M boards. Touched by Cam Taylor. Mashpee Monomoy trying to get it out of their zone as the clock ticks down to a minute now in the third period. 2-1 lead for Nauset. Mashpee Monomoy trying to get its first win of the season. Well, they need a couple goals here, but at least one would tie it. 45 seconds left. Sukla stays in his net for now, and that's a wise move as Nauset advancing out to neutral and having trouble getting past the red line. Here they go now. It'll be a pass. Cooper McIntyre closes it and shoots, and missed on the feed from Logan Valine. Rip another block. Jack Stone. This is going to allow for Chris Matten to get in. Chris Matten, the backhander save is made. Kevin Wright. And it's gotten out in front. Jack Stone jabbed at it. Couldn't get that one home. That might have been it. Well, no, let's see. One more chance perhaps. Mashpee Monomoy blasted wide by Alex Tosi. This is going to stay in the zone. So here we go. Last 10 seconds. It's going to be a boot. Passing Tosi. Shot. Save right. Bouncing in the blue paint. And whistle with 0.6 seconds remaining on the clock. And if that's the unchanged time, that likely won't be enough time for Mashpee Monomoy. They'll have to bash it right off the face-off. Mashpee Monomoy makes it interesting right down to the last second. Players overload the slot, and that's it. Kevin Wright stops what would be the game-tying goal in this one in the last minute of play for Nauset to help them win over Mashpee Monomoy. This final score is 2-1. Game winner goes to Cam Taylor. The other goal scored for Cam Viprino. The Cams had it tonight. And actually, players whose first name starts with C, all with goals here tonight. The 3 goals that were scored. Chris Matten, the goal for Mashpee Monomoy. And that does it here as this is the final in this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this one. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday. Back on the air the rest later this week for Cape Cod High School Hockey and otherwise. My name is Jim McCabe saying so long for now, and we'll see you next time.